One Way Football. Hi and welcome to the One Way Football one-on-one fan talk. Actually, it isn't even one-on-one fan talk.
I was going to say.
It's not one-on-one fan talk. It's extra time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. Well, we could do actually one of them. We'll have to do a Liverpool one soon.
Oh, not at the minute. Maybe when we're on a bit more better of a streak, you can invite me on.
As you can see, there's no Sabi with us today because he's not down with the kids. He's not down with this whole meeting stuff, like, you know.
I don't think he doesn't even know what a Zoom meeting is, probably, does he?
No. I don't know if he knows what a laptop is.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about all the midweek games that have just gone, which were the European games such as Champions League and Europa League.
Yeah.
A lot of talking points as well, because basically every Premier League team, apart from one, went through.
Oh, is that actually true?
Well, obviously, you're still second legs in the Champions League, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's still second legs, right? Yeah. So, because that's what I mean. Like, the Europa League, they play all their games in one sitting, didn't they?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas you take turns, like, so it's like your turn the week before and then blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I think you don't want the overlay as much, do you, with the Champions League matches, because more people want to watch them.
Yeah, exactly.
No one's going out of their way to watch Arsenal every week, are they?
All right, mate. Yeah, but you've not been well either, so this is actually quite a bit of a godsend to you, so you don't have to trek round to my house.
I know, I should be like one of them, do you know the boy with the little ball where he has to stay in?
Bubble boy.
Yeah, bubble boy.
How you feeling though? You all right, yeah?
Yeah, I'm fine. Like, it's just one of them, innit? Like, you can't help getting ill sometimes, can you? So,
especially in these times, you want to be dead careful, don't you?
Yeah. So,
I mean,
just got to do it, don't you? It's a bit boring and that, obviously, being ill and sitting around doing nothing. But
yeah.
Scary.
So the first game we're going to hit off was a Tuesday evening, and it was Atletico took on Chelsea, and that was just 1-0.
Yeah.
Olivier Giroud, 68th minute.
You must be hating this at the minute. He's having a good season, isn't he?
He is. And do you know what as well? When we got to the final of the Europa League last time, and we faced Chelsea, didn't we? And then he bragged so much when on that flight home, he had the trophy in his hand. He was proper trolling Arsenal, like, "Thank you, Arsenal, thank you, Arsenal." I was like,
I do think it was a mistake that you just got rid of him, because he just he scores the goals when you need him, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously, Atletico losing 1-0 with a nice Giroud goal.
But do you know what? They're taking advantage of these subs at the moment. They made 5 subs.
Is that just in the Europa League, is it? Or is that in all of the international competitions?
I'm not sure, but I think it is all in international competitions, yeah. Which will be at home as well. So that's actually kind of a good thing for Chelsea.
Yeah, it's interesting because there's not as big of, obviously, a home or away advantage at the minute. Atletico is normally a little bit of a fortress in Europe, isn't it? So it's a surprise that they've obviously lost against Chelsea. So they're still in it. Yeah, I'd say, when they go to Stamford Bridge, 100%.
Yeah. But Atletico Madrid are also that team that you just don't you kind of, when you get the draw, you don't really want to get them, do you? Do you mean, because they're such an unpredictable team?
They're just they're basically like the European, like, Stoke. You know, like, nobody wants to play them because they're so physical. They play on the break. They're fast. When they
look at Liverpool last season when you played them.
Yeah, I hate every time we get them, Sevilla and another. Yeah, I think it's just them and Sevilla, to be fair. European, they always turn up on the nights. They're not scared of anyone, are they? So
no. Moving on to Wednesday, and I don't know why they played Wednesday. This is what I don't get, because so Tottenham played I think they played on the Sunday, right, against West Ham.
Yeah.
Right, and then they play on a Wednesday in Europa League. And it was I don't think there was nothing to do with the restrictions and that of COVID.
Well, it was at Tottenham's ground. Was it at Tottenham's ground or was this the second leg? I can't actually remember.
No, this was at Tottenham's ground.
Yeah.
So I just don't get that. I was like,
yeah.
But they won 4-0, 8-1 on aggregate days.
It's good. Do you think Mourinho could get them a trophy? Could get them Europa League? I know you don't want to even think about it. But...
Listen, anything's possible in that Europa League. Do you know what I mean? It's a hard league to be in.
Obviously, with the fixtures slap bang in the middle of the week, and obviously you said they played a few days before as well. So can't be easy, can it? No,
definitely. Yeah. But we'll get to. I'm gonna find the draw, the Europa League draw, and we'll see who everyone got. Arsenal got Olympiacos, who knocked us out in the last season. So, revenge time, maybe, or it's just going to be same old Arsenal, isn't it?
I think it might be same old Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Moving on, Manchester City also on a Wednesday took on Gladbach. Sorry.
Yeah,
there we go. Right, Gladbach.
Still not getting it right. Borussia Mönchengladbach.
They won 2-0.
Yeah, just classic City, isn't it? Like golfing class between Gladbach and City. So
Jesus, I think I totally rate Jesus. Do you know what I mean? I think he's a brilliant player. He doesn't play a lot though. He doesn't get picked, does he? A lot.
Yeah, but I think obviously now Aguero's
moving on, like he's getting on now.
In his last season now, isn't he? So I feel like maybe this is going to be his time to shine, and he's been scoring goals in the league as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's all right. He's not Aguero, obviously, but
and they got the Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, one of the other many silvers.
No, yeah, they love the silvers, didn't they?
Yeah.
Goes with their silverware, I suppose. Yeah. Moving on to Thursday night's Europa League, and it was Arsenal took on Benfica 3-2, and that was in the dying minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, Arsenal know how to give their fans a bit of a heart attack.
What? How was that game then? Because I actually didn't catch it.
So
all the way for the old.
We went 1-0 up.
Yeah.
Went 1-0 up. Good goal from Aubameyang, and then just before half time, they scored, equalised, and it was just like, you know, Arsenal have this thing of just like passing back all the time. They're still stuck at this, like they get forward and then they just tend to just pass it right the way back again and start again. It's like I don't get. It's like they're trying to bring them onto them, but they can't.
Yeah, it's recycling the ball, isn't it? Like what they're doing there. But obviously, if you don't have the technical midfielders to make that space, then there's no point in doing it. Have you had a look at Benfica, by the way, in the Portuguese league? They're not doing so great, you know. They're fourth.
Really?
Yeah. So they've been struggling this season with a lot of things.
Well, I don't really know much about the Portuguese league. Is it like a hard league, or is it good? Like,
not. It's a little bit like just like the Spanish league, really, where all the teams are pretty decent, but you've obviously got your giants and that, like Sporting and Benfica and stuff. So
yeah.
So it's interesting to see them, obviously, so far down their league.
Yeah. Moving on, Manchester United took on Real Sociedad, 0-0, goalless.
Glad I didn't watch that, whatever happened.
And it was at home as well. They were at home. And Real Sociedad actually got a penalty, and they missed it over the bar. He done like the little hop, the little hop and skip before taking it and just over the bar.
Do you reckon like penalties are a little bit harder to take when you've got an empty stadium and you know it's just the teams there? I would like feel a lot more nervous knowing your players are around you than obviously all the screaming and shouting.
Why? Because it's more of a distraction,
No, because it's more personal, isn't it? It's like if you miss, then you'll be able to hear everyone obviously on your team. So
well, at the moment it's just like going back to football's roots, isn't it? Where there wasn't as many fans like back like when it first started. It was just like used to be like an actual rope around a field.
Sunday league.
That's what I mean. It used to be like that, didn't it? So it's a bit of a reality check, isn't it, to all these like footballers. You know, you're not just the big star. All right, you're still on TV, but you know, you're there to do a job, and it's not just in front of fans.
Yeah, I think it'll be funny when the crowds come back though, because some players might be a bit like, oh,
yeah.
What
is this? What is this source of man? Moving on, and it was the last game for the Premier League teams anyway. Leicester City took on Slavia Prague, and they lost.
Yeah.
Lost 2-0.
I know. Brendan Rodgers loves getting knocked out of European tournaments by the looks of it, because he did it with us. He's done it with everyone he's ever got in.
But even when they played away, it was 0-0. It's like there wasn't any like special dust there, was there? I mean, not like he's doing in the Premier League.
I know. I think it's an interesting one with Leicester though, because they're probably similar to like Liverpool, where when you kind of remove the starting 11 and you start going into the bench players and stuff like that, they don't have the quality, do they? So I think if he's going to focus on something, it's going to have to be the league, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But with Leicester out, Leicester got quite far last time, I think, when they were in there. Was it in the Europa League last year? I can't remember.
They were in the the Champions League, weren't they? And they got knocked out. Or am I thinking the year before?
It might have been the year before, yeah. It might have been the year before. But I just with Leicester, just seems to be like when you watch them play as well, they seem like they are unpredictable. Do you know what I mean? You can't really put a score on them straight away.
Yeah, I think with players like Vardy as well, like they can be playing the worst football in the league and they'll still manage to score a goal, won't they? So they're always dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just trying to get up the Europa League fixtures for next round.
Mm-hmm.
But who you're playing away or home, Liverpool, next week?
To be honest, well, it was a neutral ground last time, wasn't it? Because they're not allowed to travel to the UK, and we weren't allowed to travel to them. So I don't know what's actually happened with it. I'll have to have a look, to be honest with you.
So in the last 16, it's Ajax versus Young Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Dynamo Kiev versus Villarreal. AS Roma versus Shakhtar. Olympiacos. Shakhtar. Olympiacos versus Arsenal. Dynamo versus Tottenham. Manchester United versus AC Milan.
Ooh,
that's going to be a good one.
They've probably got the roughest fixture out of a lot of them. AC Milan are decent this season, aren't they? So
yeah. Slavia Prague versus Rangers. I think that would be a good game.
Yeah. Rangers have been really good, haven't they? Like in the European tournament. The score was something ridiculous last time they played as well. It's like 4-3.
Yeah, they won 4-3, and then last game it was something weird as well. It was a big scoreline. I
would love to see them win it. I'm not going to lie. I'd love to see Rangers win.
5-2, they just won. They won. So an aggregate 9-5.
Yeah.
I mean, Antwerp though. Do you know what I mean? Not the greatest of teams, are they?
No.
It's funny, we beat them like 7-0 once, I think. And we were like got 5 goals like in the first like 20 minutes.
Not classic Arsenal, that then, is it?
No, that was last season, yeah. But you know what would be a good match, and I was hoping to get it, was Rangers versus Arsenal. That'd have been good.
I wouldn't be praying for them, to be honest with you. They're quite a decent team at the minute, and they're like disciplined defensively. I think you'd struggle against Rangers, to be honest.
Yeah, to be fair, I think I would as well. Because Rangers are they're a bit like a Leeds, aren't they? At the moment, they're like just attack, aren't they?
Yeah. But they're quite physical as well, going forward and stuff like that. They're not kind of scared of getting stuck in there, are they? So I think Arsenal will struggle against that kind of physicality.
That's it, yeah. So yeah, that is all we have time for on Extra Time. Thank you, Adam, for joining us on this meeting.
No problem.
I'm glad we got to do this because we actually wanted to test it out, didn't we? When we can't be asked like meeting up and stuff like that.
It's very strange, isn't it?
And it's good for us to do this because if we ever do like a lockdown again, we're gonna have to get used to stuff like this, you know.
Yeah, if there's another virus, like a zombie virus or something next time, we'll be fine, won't we? Just
we'll be getting out knives and baseball bats with like nails through them.
There won't be as much football being played, but
but every gamer, every Call of Duty gamer will be loving it, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Oh, you should you should see it at the minute. Like pretty much every game, everybody's a professional now because they've been sitting in their house all year, haven't they? So
that's it, yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the One Way Football YouTube channel, and don't forget to also check us out on our Facebook at One Way Football. Thanks, Adam, for joining us. We shall see you next Thursday for definite. Hopefully you're better soon, mate, and you can join me and Sabi again on the podcast.
Woo! Hopefully.
Yes. Take it easy, mate.
You too. See you in a bit.
One Way Football.